Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to wherever you are in the world. I am here today to do Tomas Martín Etcheverry versus Jaime Faria in the Rio quarterfinal. This is the first quarterfinal on centre court in Portugal, as the Juan Manuel Cerundolo versus Copriva has been put on court one, which I thought, they just put all their quarterfinals on the same court, but here we go. Etcheverry does hold to start things off. He holds to 30. Hello, Ashley. Nice you to join. Hello to everyone that has joined. Sorry, I am teensy bit late, 4 minutes late, comparing to how long that first game was. But Etcheverry on the board in set one. Feel free to say hi in the chat or anything like that. If you've got any questions, queries, comments, please drop them in chat. Ghosty, I don't know if you're still here, but that Goff Svitolina match was very good, wasn't it? I actually thought, great mental resilience from Svitolina to come through. I thought Goff would sweep in that third set after Svitolina had 4 match points in the breaker. That breaker was insane, 15-13. And I thought Goff would sweep after that, but did so well to recompose herself. It was obviously Svitolina obviously a breakdown in the third as well. So, yeah. But Faria making quarterfinals of Rio for a second year running as a lucky loser, I believe. Last year was a lucky loser as well. Played Martinez round 1. Last year, I remember doing that stream, actually. It was also Brenner's first stream. Many of you know Brenner. But just watching this first point on Faria's service, first service game, as Etcheverry nets for 15 love. But this time, obviously, as a lucky loser, and then beat the third seed in Baez, which is a huge result for him. His biggest win in a long time, having a dip after this swing last year. For Etcheverry, had to deal with some rain delays in his last match, and was nice drop shot from Faria there. Etcheverry not chasing it, 30 love. Was serving for the match, and then the rain came, tried to play through it, but they had to call it. They came back. Etcheverry was broken for 5-4 in the second, but then he closed it out pretty easily, with some good returning at 5-4 to win 7-6, 6-4. But now they meet in this second quarterfinal in Rio. Etcheverry with not a bad start to the year. Made third round of Australian Open, as he nets off the backhand and it's 40 love. I think my producer might be asleep. So Faria has 3 points here to close it out, and does, with a serve out wide, so it's 1-1 at the start of this one. Very early exchanges in this one. No real patterns emerging. Stands barely full. No last home favourite in Fonseca was knocked out last night to Busset from Peru, which was I think the word is wasn't a result that was well received, I think. Obviously, a lot of the crowd there to see Fonseca and hoping that he would come through, but great result for the Peruvian. Oh, okay. Etcheverry tried to come in off that forehand and skews the Excuse the smash. Sorry, the smash wide. So Faria in this service game, love 15. Yeah, great result for him, but no Argentinians. Fonseca not managing to. Well, he has 4 appearances now at this event. Made the quarterfinals in 24. Yep, made the quarterfinals in 24. Lost to Navone in 3. Was obviously got that win against Feast in 24. That was a result that really kick-started his career. And then lost to Navone, and then last year lost first round after winning the title in Buenos Aires. Was lost to eventual finalist in Muller. So yeah, no shame in that. 15-0. Oh, Faria was playing with nice margin there, but skews that forehand wide, 30-15. So not quite getting the results he would have wanted to in his home event, but we know how good he can be. But yeah, semi-finals for Etcheverry last week, lost to fellow countryman Cerundolo before Cerundolo then went on to take the title. For Faria, he played qualies last week. Didn't make it through, I don't believe. Etcheverry with a serve out wide for 40-15. And congratulations, everyone, on reaching 25,000 subscribers. That is a large number. Very large number. Thank you, everyone. So it's a nice one to have. Sorali's cross court on the forehand. Etcheverry flattens out, goes line with the backhand, runs around the forehand, slides backhand from Faria, drop shot, and it's nice from Etcheverry as he closes out that third game for 1-2 early in this one. Good use of the drop shot there from the Argentine. So 2-1. If you are watching, feel free to say hi. It's good to have you with us. Remember, we are doing Tomas, Martín, Etcheverry versus Jaime Faria. Faria getting some ice towels at the moment. It's pretty hot, humid. Well, it's pretty humid in Rio. No, still no aces. Yeah, Etcheverry's got his shirt off after the third game. My word, it must be really hot. Yeah, no aces so far. But we will keep an eye out. Hello, producer. Hello. Okay, cool. How much for probability? How much is probably? As in what percentage wise? How long is the whole game? We don't know. As in the whole match, it could be anywhere from an hour to 3 hours. We've currently been going for 13 minutes. And it's 1-2 in the first set. Oh, okay. So it could be towards the back end of the middle of the second. If this isn't particularly extended. Hello, Seko. Nice to have you with us. Faria tries to go big on a forehand up the line, but nets. Just thinking about last time I checked, Feast was a setup on Mensik after Mensik, took out Sinner yesterday. Huge result for Jakob and for the tour, actually. Faria misses that first serve. Kicker into the backhand. Backhand battle. Etcheverry gets the forehand. How often do we see this sort of rally? Oof. Etcheverry thumps into the net tape, and it thinks about dribbling over, but doesn't. So 15 all. Hit like, hit subscribe. It's great to have you with us. Chip return from Etcheverry, and Faria sends in the wrong way with the forehand. 30-15. It's all about the nose strips. We see Rude wearing them all the time. Faria's got some nose strips on. We see Rude. Seen Alcaraz wear them a couple of times, actually. But yeah, Faria. Etcheverry finds the return. Good depth from Jaime. Sliding forehand, and Etcheverry. Oh, Etcheverry goes big and gets it. Lands it right on the line. It was definitely within reach of Faria, but I think it was so deep that the Portuguese might have thought it was going long. Oh, yeah, it's right on the line. So 30-all Etcheverry in with a sniff. Again, it's another backhand chip return. Faria flattens out that forehand. Up the middle. Who's going to find the angle? Etcheverry throws in the slice. It's asking. Oh. Good depth from Etcheverry, but response from Faria. Oh, a really good angle off the backhand cross court. Switches to go line. God, this is a really long rally. Slice again from Etcheverry. Oh, too good. Or has he made it? He has. Too good. Backhand cross court from Etcheverry. Rally must have been 25 shots. It's sat up for him to lean on it cross court. And my word, did Etcheverry do that real injection of pace cross court? Really just went for it. So we have our first break point of the match. It was a long rally, but it was quite sedate. So first break point, Faria misses that first serve. So can Etcheverry strike first? Kick serve catches Etcheverry out, but he still makes the return. Another slice. Oh, drop shot from Faria. Well, he gets away with it. The drop shot wasn't that good. It was, Etcheverry was there in plenty of time, but the approach then in response wasn't that good from Etcheverry, and Faria can pass there all day long. Backhand cross court. Didn't have to do too much with it, but does find the pass. Had to hit the pass, and does. So, juice. Etcheverry probably would have liked to have done more with that. Good serve out wide. Etcheverry just about gets a racket on it, but it's not landing in the court. So, from break point to game point in a matter of moments. And there you go, Seko. There's your first ace as Faria aces out wide. So 2-all after 20 minutes. First extended game in this one. I feel as though Etcheverry had a real chance there. The approach just felt a little bit relaxed. He could have probably put it away, but has to reset now, 2-2. Oh, good defense originally from Faria. Sent it very high. Etcheverry let it bounce and then smashes straight into the net. So Faria's defense proving good. Hello, Matthew. What's the score for East Mensic? I can't actually look currently. Backhand return goes long. From Faria, 15-0. He's getting some advice from his team there. The women's semi-final was a little exhausting. That second set breaker was incredible from Goff, and the mental strength from Svitolina to actually still win, even though, she had those 4 break points come and go. Oh, lovely backhand up the line from Faria. So things shift from Etcheverry with the break point to Faria having a sniff at one of his own. 6-4, 5-5 in the second set. But if it goes to a breaker, we know how good Mensic is in tie breaks. Well, that 1 week in Miami specifically, he was, 8-8? 2 against Djokovic as well, and that's not easy. Oh. Oh, good put away from Etcheverry. Faria was hanging on in the point, scrambling with defensive forehand pushes, and Etcheverry finally comes in and just about puts it away on the volley. 30-all. So still a chance here for Jaime. Good serve up the tee from Etcheverry. Faria guesses right though. Oh, drop shot, but that's going to go wide from Etcheverry. So much like Etcheverry had 2 minutes ago. Here's Ghosty. Hello, Ghosty. Much like for Etcheverry had a moment ago, Faria will now have one of his own. Break point to lead in this first set. Kicker out wide is a good one from Etcheverry, and Faria can't land the return. That better not be for me, Ghosty, because I can't read that. So Juice at 2-all. Oh, the forehand sat up for Etcheverry, and he puts it away down the line. Not sure how much Svitolina will have left in the tank for the final. She looks pretty drained emotionally and physically in the end. So many big points she had to withstand. Incredible level from both. And I think someone you don't want to play in that sort of circumstance is Pegula, right? She'll just drain the point out of you. sap the energy, and then the error comes. Good hold for Etcheverry, fends off the break point. 2-3 first set. Yeah, got to back Pegula to win the title. Pegula does win the title tomorrow. Just thinking about rankings. So if Pegula wins the title tomorrow, she'll stay 5. She will stay 5. But if Svitolina wins the title tomorrow, she'll go 7. It's interesting. Okay. Andreeva drops to 8. Paulini goes 7, even though she lost first round technically for her this week. Obviously, Andreeva was defending winning points, and I don't know what that does to Towson's ranking, actually. Look at that now. Obviously, she was defending final points. Drops 2 places to 17, loses 435 points. You're learning Portuguese, Ghosty. Okay, well, that makes more sense. Oh, did you not know? Yeah, it was announced yesterday that it was officially announced that Ivanisevic would be in the is joining Arthur Fils' coaching team. Officially announced yesterday, yeah. But he was in Fils' box at the start of this week, so yeah, I think people had guessed. It's a good partnership. It's an exciting partnership. Yep, Fils does. To come back, at the moment, he's, a couple games or like even a game, I can't see the score from, making a first final since his comeback, and it's been, 3 tournaments. So 2 tournaments, sorry. 3, not 2, 3. So Faria serving at 2-3 in this first set. Both players have had a break point. Both players have seen it come and go. First point. Etcheverry nets off the backhand. You're welcome, Juan Carlos. It's great for you to join us. Second set tiebreak. Interesting. Wonder how Fils is feeling. Also think about Mensik, pretty. Oof, that is good from Faria. Nice backhand up the line. That is as good as it gets, really. Mensik with a longer match yesterday. Wasn't exactly brutal like the Kachanov match, but yeah. Etcheverry goes long, forehand return, so 40 love very quickly. Faria looking to square things up pretty soon. Mensik also had a pretty tough opener, actually. Came back from injury and had Chwinsky round 1. That was, 3-setter. As Faria holds to love, rapid fire. Some good first serves. And we are all squared in this first set, 3-all, after 28 minutes. This is the second quarterfinal here in Rio. First one. Well, first set's definitely done, but yeah, well, Capriva is a game away from the semi-finals. He is currently 6-4, 5-3 up on Juan Manuel Cerundolo. Oh, this is a ridiculous point. What's going on here? Oh, no. Etcheverry. Point's still going on. I'll explain in a second. Drop shot from Etcheverry. It's very good. Oh, just about. Etcheverry gets away with it, gets it done eventually. He had multiple smashes. I think he had 3 smashes, and Faria was defending superbly and then neutralized the point, and we were back to a baseline exchange, and then Faria came in off actually Etcheverry drop shotted him. It was a good dig from Faria, but it was a great volley. It was a volley from 3/4 of the way through the court from Etcheverry, and he just squeezes it by. Oh, great point. Legs would have been burning there for Jaime. Oh, dead net cord. Sees Faria end to this return game. 15-all. Keep us updated with that one, Matthew. Thank you. 15-all. Oh, just wide from Etcheverry. Oh, Feast. Oh, just wide from Etcheverry. Okay, so Faria again with a sniff. Okay, Feast looks like he's gonna make a first final since Feast's last ATP final. Maybe. Oh, it's testing me. I can't remember for some reason. Left first serve. Feast's last ATP final was in Tokyo versus Humbert. Thought it was 15-30. Still here. Second serve for Faria to look at. Kicker out wide from Etcheverry. Hey Jake, how's it going? Etcheverry switches forehand. Oh, okay. So Etcheverry chooses to go big, forehand up the line, misses. And now we'll have 2 break points for Jaime Faria to lead 4-3 in this first set in Rio. First serve missed by Etcheverry. Good backhand return. Oh, drop shot. Oh, that was a little bit of a bailout from the Portuguese man. Went for a drop shot, didn't make it. Feast about to get over the line versus Mensik. 6-4, 7-6. That's too much points, but never say never. Okay, so another break point here for Faria. Finds the return. Good angle from Etcheverry. Oh, yeah. Opened up the space. Both come and go. Faria must be thinking about that drop shot choice now. Okay, Juice. There you go. Feast gets over the line. 6-4-7-6 versus Menzik to reach a first final since Tokyo, where he won the title versus Ugo Humbert in 2024. Etcheverry with a big serve up the tee, and from saving 2 break points, now has a game point of his own to lead 3-4 in this first set. It's the beauty of the tennis scoring system. Good return from Faria off the backhand. But Etcheverry blasts one up the middle after Faria chose to go to his left. So Etcheverry saves 2 break points and holds for 3-4 in this first set, in this second quarterfinal in Rio. Faria probably with a real chance there to break, but doesn't take it, and we'll have to reset as he'll serve in 70 seconds. Players have the fans next to them. Faria is also dousing himself with ice. It is hot. Again, if you're watching us, feel free to say hi in the chat, even if it's you're just saying, giving a question, a statement, whatever. Just come say hi. Very glad to have you with us. Beautiful scenes in Rio, as always. Golden Swing always delivers. Always, even if the entry lists aren't stacked full of top 20 players, the quality of tennis never really disappoints. And the backdrop is stunning, as always. Although I'm ever so slightly concerned about some darker clouds rolling in. That question is for you, Matthew, by the way. I couldn't watch Feast. Okay, so Faria is serving at 3-4 in this first set. Has had 3 separate chances to break. The Argentine hasn't taken any of them. His last service game was very quick, so we'll see what he can do. It's a nice way to start. That's an ace up the tee. His second ace. So Seko earlier was talking about how we had an ace yet. We've now had 2. Obviously, that was a good 25 minutes ago. But Faria not looking too disturbed by those breakpoint chances coming and going. Good play from Etcheverry. Faria scrambling again, but Etcheverry playing with enough margin to just pull him out of court position. Eventually finished the job 15-all. Well, it's first one since his wife gave birth. First one since his wife gave birth. Good serve from Faria, 30-15. Serving the better of the 2, I'd say. Or Faria is definitely returning better than Etcheverry is. Etcheverry also did have that chance right in the third game. Hello, Jean. I haven't seen Jean in a while, so it's good to hear from you. Good second serve kicker up the tee from Faria, 40-15. It looks seriously hot in Rio. Well, these are the sort of weeks usually when they have a big injury. You take a lot of time off, and then you take a couple of weeks to get back. But you come back and you're strong. Look at her catch. Obviously, was very strong in the United Cup. Hasn't kicked on since, but was very strong in the United Cup. 2 points for 4-all in this first set. Forehand inside out, cross court. That's Well, interesting choice. Okay, so Faria drop shots was not a good drop shot by any means. Etcheverry there, very easily. Tries to redrop Faria's foot speed, serving him nicely, and pushes it past Etcheverry and can only skew the one-handed back defensive flick wide. So 4-all Faria, no real problems on serve since saving that break point at 1-2. So Alcaraz Feast, we know in the final, we know how good of a matchup that can be. Obviously, Lars would have played in Monte Carlo last year. What a match that was. Faria definitely playing the better of the two at the moment. Moving Etcheverry around. Maybe Etcheverry's just ever so slightly sluggish through the conditions. Isn't quite as fired up as he usually is. Faria moving the better of the two in terms of on court. Love 15. Yeah, good point from Etcheverry. 2 backhand cross, and then had to be a defensive slice from Jaime, and Etcheverry could put that away. Runs around it to hit the forehand. Look like fun events. I think Dallas has actually been received very well this year. I don't think last year it quite took off. Obviously, the full American final was very good. Okay, Faria finds the pass from very deep in the court, actually. Again, Faria gets in the right way. Etcheverry has a short ball. He's coming towards it, and Faria guesses the right way, finds a way of Etcheverry to make the extra ball. Yeah. Chapeau also so entertaining when he's playing at his best. Okay, so for the third service game in a row, we have 15-30 with Etcheverry serving. Oh, real stretch there from the Portuguese. So it's 30-all. Feels as though he's disappointed with that one. Probably would have expected himself to make it, maybe. Well, I'm sure it'll be up there. Coco Svitolino's match of the year, early contender of match of the year. We've already seen the shouts to Alcaraz. Kashanov should be early match of the year, early contender of match of the year as well. Jake was here. He put in the chat about 11 minutes ago. He said, "Hey to you." Said you. Okay, so it'll be another break point for Faria. Good backhand return. And Etcheverry can't get up and over the ball. So a fourth chance to break for Faria in this match, and then we'll serve for set 2. Serve for the first set, sorry. Finds the first serve up the tee. Faria can't handle it. Juice. How much longer can Etcheverry go on saving break points? For that first serve. Can't say that Svitolina's a pusher. Serve is still a big issue for Coco, agreed today. So still juice. Etcheverry serving. Nice return. Oh, it's a good forehand from Etcheverry. Etcheverry. Wow, Etcheverry choosing to go back in behind instead of into the space, and it's actually paying off very much for Faria because his change of direction has been excellent, and Etcheverry fires a forehand long. So it'll be a second break point in the game for Faria, fifth chance to break in this first set. Okay, this time Etcheverry throws in a more sedated first serve. Faria choosing to go big. So forehand cross-court exchange. Who's going to switch to go line first? It will be Faria, but it's not. Oh, depth from Etcheverry, immaculate. And Faria fires the forehand into the net. Okay, so it's a fifth chance that comes and goes for the Portuguese. Drop shot from drop shot attempt. Well, sorry, not drop shot attempt. Drop shot from Etcheverry is good. Faria just tries to just push it cross court, but instead fixates it in the net, in between the net tape and the net. So ball boy has to go collect that one. So 2 break points come and go, and now Etcheverry has a chance to close out this game for 4-5. It's a good serve. Okay, so Etcheverry escapes again. He escapes yet again with his serve still intact. 5-4 after 50 minutes, or 47 minutes in this first set. I wonder if Capriva has served it out, but he has. Capriva gets through versus Juan Manuel Cerundolo. 6-4, 6-4 in the first semi-final, first quarterfinal here in Rio. Still 2 more to come even after this one. So we'll have Busse versus Berrettini and Augustin Tirante versus Alejandro Tabilo as the final one of the night. Rude quarter just getting underway. Quarter, they're on serve. Quarter serve first and his love one up. Rude with at in. Yeah, Fritz Paul quarterfinal is pretty brutal. Fritz obviously had that final in Dallas where he lost. That head-to-head's actually 4-all. which is quite interesting. Their last meeting coming in Delray Beach at this event 2 years ago. But I say it's 4-all. On main tour, it's 3-2 Fritz. Yeah, on the main tour it's 3-2 Fritz, but including challenges and ITFs, they've played 8 separate times, and it's currently 4-all. Hey Ghosty. Hey Ghosty. Sorry. Hey Jake. So with all the pressure that Faria has been applying to the Etcheverry serve, he still hasn't found a way to break through. But he's been pretty self-assured on his own serve. But needs to be extra reassured in this service game, as a drop of serve here would hand the first set to Etcheverry. And for the second service game running, Faria starts off his game with an ace out the tee. I assume you've been watching the British indoors, Jake. Oh, would have been a huge forehand from Etcheverry, but just wide. More good defense from Faria. This might become a real battle of fitness here. Both of them, it still looks exceedingly warm as the sun goes down in Rio. But again, Faria not really having any issues on serve at the moment. Especially could have really got himself down about, well, really got inside his own head about serving to stay in the set, but it's now 40-love as Etcheverry returns into the net. The return from Etcheverry has been pretty poor in this game, in this match, sorry, so far. 40-love. Faria with 3 points to tie us up at 5-all. And again, Etcheverry misses a backhand return that was relatively simple. So 5-all, Faria having no issues. Stands still yet to be filled by any means. Is Fitterling less of a pusher in 2026? I don't know. Pusher seems a bit of a interesting word to use for a pro. Like a pusher is like, it depends on the surface and you know, their opponent. Great depth off of defensive slices from Faria. Oh, too good. Okay, so again, for a 4th return game in a row for Faria, he has love 15. Great switch from backhand slice to drop shot. So love 15. Etcheverry again having to come from behind in his own service game, but follows it up with an ace out the tee. Well done. Right on the line. So 15-all. Well, Interesting 1-2 punch from Etcheverry. He's not getting the purchase he would like to. Good angle from Faria. Switch to go line, great depth. Oh, kept low. Yeah, kept low on Faria. Couldn't really get up and over it to find the angle. So Etcheverry really had a big gap to pass. Faria was already moving to cover the cross court. Anyway, and Etcheverry just rolls his wrists over that. Another ace. So finally a clean-ish service game from Etcheverry. It's 2 points to guarantee himself at least a breaker. And that is another good serve. So 5-6 in this first set, and looks like we're heading straight for a tiebreak in this first set, in this second quarterfinal in Rio between Tomas, Martin, Etcheverry and Jaime Faria. Faria to make it the furthest he's ever been here. And I'm gonna take a swing. Furthest he's ever been in an ATP tour. I'm just looking at this now. I don't think he's ever been in a... No, this would be a career first for Faria. Be a career first semi-final at tour level. Just had to double check that on Tennis Abstract. Sorry. Be a career first tour level semi-final for the Portuguese, especially as makes it all the better that he's a lucky loser. Beat Byers here this week as well, defending champion. Coming up on the hour mark of this first set. So Faria had no issue serving to stay in it at 5-4. Will anything be different at 5-6? Yes. Yes, producer. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Faria. Oh, that was a wild first serve. Etcheverry has not returned well in this match so far. Serving nicely. As I say that, sorry. He double faults. First double fault of the set. He's been serving nicely, and Etcheverry's been returning poorly. Yeah. Faria finding some nice spots on his serve, but now needs to definitely find his spots. But he's missed another first serve, so chance for Etcheverry to do some damage on return, but Faria in control of this point. Oh, it's... Oh, yeah. So good from Faria. Great defense. And then throws up a lob. Etcheverry comes in off such a deep forehand. Goes drive volley. And, no way Etcheverry is changing direction there. Excellent work from Faria. Just very smart to go lob there instead of cross pass. Etcheverry, as soon as it went up, knew that that was going to land. So 15-all. Drop shot. Oh, yeah, it's a good drop shot from Faria, actually. 30-15. Etcheverry was there, threw in the slice, but drifts wide. 30-15. Who knows how much this first set of an impact this first set will have going into the second, but this is becoming increasingly more important to win for both. I believe that is Faria's fourth ace. As he slams another one out wide. Okay, so 2 points to take us to a tiebreak in this first set. Misses the first serve. Etcheverry finds the return and bit of a sprayed inside out backhand from Faria. And Etcheverry still in this return game. 40-30. Oh, but it's a fifth ace from Faria, identical to the one to bring up 2 game points out wide. And after an hour and 1 minute, we will have a tiebreak to decide set number 1. Remember, Faria has had 5 chances to break. Etcheverry's had 1. I would say Faria has definitely been the better of both players, but Etcheverry has hung on and earned himself a tiebreak. Etcheverry will serve first in this breaker as well. Oh, yeah. Faria gets the mini break to start us off. Love one. Good return from Faria. Was pretty big second, actually, from Etcheverry. Went bald, but went big but short. Plenty of kick on it, but Faria dealt with it with ease, and Etcheverry's backhand couldn't quite creep over. Missed the first serve, sweat dripping off the face of Jaime Faria. Great return from Etcheverry. Was a good second. Am I showing some Etcheverry bias? What do you mean? Am I showing bias towards Etcheverry or am I? Oh my word. Oh, almost a complete steal from Faria, but Etcheverry does put it away. Are you saying I show some bias towards Etcheverry or am I showing some bias towards Faria? So 1-1. Etcheverry was there with this smash and Faria did so well, but Etcheverry with a good put away in the end. Easy enough. 1-1. Phil, the producer, is just enticing Ghosty out of his phone call to just come and poke fun at me. Missed first serve. Oh, attempted drop shot from Faria, and it won't stick. So 2-1 Etcheverry. So haven't had a point to go the way of the server in this tiebreak as of yet. But Faria goes from a mini break up to a mini break down. Etcheverry misses that first serve. Really, Faria needs this tiebreaker or it's done. I don't know if it would be that simple. He's been playing well. Oh, is it just wide? Oof. It's almost massive from Etcheverry on the run. Forehand stretch. Slap down the line, but it's just wide. Just. Oh, yeah, so close from Martin. But doesn't land it. So, again, another point against the server, 2-2. And we're back on serve in this tiebreak. Oh, Faria lands it. Backhand up the line. Etcheverry was stood still and he looks at the screen to see where the ball tracking is, but that was definitely on the line. So again, it's a 5th point that goes against the server. Oh my word, that was actually closer than I thought it was. That was right on the outside of the line, 98% out, but 100% in. Okay, so 3-2. Okay, and Faria goes long. So 6th point in a row against the server. It's 3-3 as Faria fires a backhand down the line long. Who wins this tiebreak? How crucial will it prove? Who knows? 3-3 as they change ends. Remember, it's the second quarterfinal in Rio this week between Jaime Faria and Tomas Martin Etcheverry. First quarterfinal went the way of Vit Kopriva. 6-4, 6-4 over Juan Manuel Cerundolo. So 3-3 in the breaker. First serve landed and return landed. That is great depth from Faria. Rally still going. Faria tries to bring it. Oh, great forehand from Etcheverry. Tried to bring him in. Faria didn't fall for it, but it doesn't matter. Inside, out, forehand cross court from Etcheverry lands on the line, and it's 4-3. So 7 points in a row against the server. What can Faria do on return now? Etcheverry once again in the driving seat in this breaker. This is the first serve. As you say, Mamadou, Faria's had his chances in this first set, but hasn't taken them. Etcheverry trying to go big, but Faria dealing with it so far. Oh, is that in? Is it in? No way! My word, that must have just Etcheverry challenging this, but obviously it's not going to change. Faria goes, oh, maybe it was on the line. Now that is 99% out, but 1% in. And 99% out, but 100% in. Etcheverry almost gave up on the point. He did give up on the point because he thought it was out. But it lands in. It's too late for Etcheverry to do anything about it. And it's 4-all. For the life of me, I thought that was going to be 5-3. And Etcheverry finally builds the cushion. But it's all 8 points against the server as this first set goes on. So what's Etcheverry got? Can he find a first serve? He can, but Faria finds the return. And that's too big from Etcheverry. So he finally lands a point on serve. 5-4. Just taking the 8 points to find one. Good serve and +1. Serve out wide and then balls. Oh, a little slip from Faria. Didn't help him out at all either. Okay, so Faria now the man under pressure. 4-5. Oh, Etcheverry kept it low. And it's 6-4. Etcheverry kept it low. Faria came in off the backhand into the approach. Maybe wasn't the best approach, but Etcheverry with a nice low pass. And Faria can't do anything about it. So set point to the Argentine. 2 set points. Missed the first serve. First set point. Drop shot. Oh, drop shot lands in the net from Faria. And Etcheverry fights through this first set. 7-6 after an hour and 12 minutes. Pretty brutal first set. Faria will be pretty upset about that one, having all the chances to break. But it is Etcheverry that takes the first. 7-6, 7-4 in the breaker. Producer, can you play something? I'm going to be 2 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. We are back for this second set between Faria and Etcheverry. Etcheverry obviously took that first set 7-6, 7-4 in the breaker, but Faria will serve first in set 2, 50-love. How long more for the game to end? We could go 3. We could go 3 sets. Who knows? So both players took a break of court, I assume, to change their shirts. They were both absolutely dripping in sweat. Freya with a nice drop shot. It's very deep behind the baseline, so can't quite chase that one down. Could be another 2 hours. Could be an hour and a half. Could be half an hour. Who knows? We won't know until we get the first break, usually, and then you can give a better analysis. It's I was looking at the stats at the end of that first set, and it said that Etcheverry had performance rating of 8.2. I don't think that's necessarily accurate. I don't think he played particularly well. I actually thought Faria was probably marginally better than Etcheverry, but there we go. Faria 40-love up in this game, and double faults at 40-love, so 40-15. Looked as though he might have hit a second serve ace out wide, but no, double fault. Oh, just long from Faria. Okay, 40-30. Now threatening to squander this 40-love advantage, but still has game point. Bit of a slap forehand there. I think Faria may be starting to feel, but that will do nicely. Big backhand cross court, and Faria takes the first game of set 2. Etcheverry wanders back to his chair. In other tournaments around the world, Rude versus Korda, I believe, is 3-all in the first set. And that is it, I believe. As both semi-finals are done from obviously these are quarterfinals, but then the semi-finals in Doha are already done. So we have a Saturday final in Doha, and then a Sunday final in both Rio and Delray Beach. This 500 in Doha, obviously. Oh, sorry. This tournament and Doha, both 500 with Delray Beach being a 250. Lots of players here will be thinking about Santiago, which is the third and final edition of the Golden Swing. But Etcheverry will now serve second in the second set. Didn't think Etcheverry returned well last set, but maybe that was just more good returning from Jaime, who knows. And starts well here. Faria with a thunderbolt of a forehand return, and Etcheverry has to be looking behind him before he's just finished his service motion. Follows it up with an ace. Up the tee. Good serve from the Argentine. Faria already looking very sweaty again. Even just a game and 2 points into this second set after going off court and toweling himself down and change of shirt. Backhand into the net from Faria, 30-15. Do we have an update on Zach, producer? Feel free to say hi in the chat. It's great to have you with us. As I say, this is Tomas, Martín, Etcheverry versus Jaime, Faria. Etcheverry took a tight first set, 7-6. Faria edged out in the tiebreak. But it's an hour and 16 first set. Does Faria catch the line there? I think he does. He does. And it skids through, and Etcheverry couldn't do anything about it. So 30-all. Okay, so maybe another sniff here for Faria to break at the start of set 2. Oh, that really did skid off the line. Yeah. Putting his hands up like, what am I supposed to do with that? But it's a tough break. It's a good serve out wide, though. Lands the ace. Oh, that is right on the line out wide. So Etcheverry for a point for 1-all. I think he's still on his phone call, Jake. Second serve from Etcheverry. Oh, lovely from Faria. Lands that backhand down the line. Slams it down the line. Maybe a bit of anger after losing that first set. That was nice. Etcheverry can't get there. Juice. Another serve out wide. Serves Etcheverry well. Faria fires that return long. So Etcheverry with another chance to make it 1-all in this second set. Which he takes with an ace out wide. 1-all in this second set. Better serving from Etcheverry at the start of set 2. Very not on his toes there. Maybe, but caught out going wide. So 1-all, second set. First serve. Another let. Faria lands the first serve and puts away the forehand. Good +1. Slams it down. Producer was saying before this that if Etcheverry took that first set, that it would be very tough for Faria to regroup, reset, but has to keep believing. Isn't playing badly by any means. But throws that That forehand wide, 15-all. Etcheverry in the return game. $15-all. Good serve from Faria again. That serve up the tee has been serving him well. No pun intended. Etcheverry just about gets a racket on it, but nothing that's going to trouble Faria by any means. Almost, but Etcheverry pulling Faria wide and can't hit the running backhand. So 30-all. Etcheverry with a sniff. Makes that backhand return. But it's a good backhand from Faria, who leans on it out wide. And Etcheverry can't make the slice. So game point for the Portuguese. Kick serve down the tee, drop shot. Etcheverry gets there, but plonks it into the net tape, and Faria holds for 1-2. No, we can't stream the game, unfortunately. It's on Sky Sports or Now or Tennis TV. But unfortunately, we don't have, or you could probably find a dodgy link somewhere, but we're not going to say that we can give that out. So, yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the rights to stream this one. We'd love to, but no, we can't, unfortunately. I think my producer is asleep. Just wondering on the ETA of Zach, if there is one. But Faria leads. Still on serve in this second set, but Faria does lead 1-2. Stands slowly starting to fill. Now, I wonder if they're all waiting to see Berrettini maybe. It's last. Well, let's say last. It's big player still to come. Berrettini obviously fighting back from injury that has really troubled him for considerable parts of last year. But for now, it is Faria versus Etcheverry. Just looking at the Rio skyline, which is very beautiful. Fans still whirring away by the players. And Etcheverry going for a change of racket. So 1-2 Etcheverry to serve in this second set. New balls. Is it new balls? No, new balls should have been a game ago, surely. Two games ago, maybe three, or maybe Etcheverry was just holding them up. Not exactly new balls. Defensive put up from Faria, but that is short, so that'll be put away by Etcheverry. Yes, slams it into the dirt. Originally, it was a great dig from Faria to get there, but that lob was never going to cut it so short, so easy enough for Etcheverry to put away. 15 love. It's a good serve, and he comes in off the serve and puts away the drive volley. 30 love. Etcheverry finding his rhythm now on serve. Love. Oh, ace out wide. Oh, it must have been very, very close. It's a good serve from Etcheverry. Very good. Skims off the surface. So Etcheverry looking for probably his easiest hold of the match. Or his easiest hold in a long, long time. Misses the first serve. Oh, that is a huge second down the tee from Etcheverry, and he holds to love. No problems whatsoever there for the Argentine. Pressure straight back on Faria. Hour and 36 minutes on the clock. 7-6-2-2. Again, if you're just joining us, feel free to say hi in the chat. It's great for you to have us. Like, subscribe. Feel free to say hi. We'd love to hear from you. We've just hit 25,000 followers. Subscribers, sorry, not followers. 25,000 subscribers, which is a great number. I thank you all very much. It's great to have you all here. Etcheverry doesn't connect with that backhand return. 15 love. Faria misses that first serve. Second serve out wide. This time Etcheverry makes the return. Oh, that's big from Faria. Shake of the racket. Big forehand inside in. Down the line. Runs around it. Hits big. Love. Just misses the serve out wide. Looked like it could have been a very nice ace, but not to be. What can Etcheverry do with the second serve return? Lands it mid-court. Faria leans on it. Too big for Etcheverry, who pokes it long. 40 love. So they're going to trade very easy holds here, it looks like. Faria with 3 chances, 4-2-3 in the second set. Another shake of the racket. Looks very calm, even if he is frustrated after losing that opener. Net cord. And it was a pretty poor drop shot from Faria. Looked as though he didn't really know what to do with the ball that came over after hitting the net cord. Went with a drop shot. Had far too much air on it. Wasn't particularly deep either, and Etcheverry puts that away with relative ease. So still 2 more points though for Faria to get out of this service game with his serve intact. Good serve and a shake of the fist from Faria, and it is 2-3 to the Portuguese man in this second set after Etcheverry took the first set 7-6. Faria talking to his team, trying to get some information out of them. Remember, this is the second quarterfinal of this year's Rio Open. First one went the way of Vit Kopriva, 6-4, 6-4 over Juan Manuel Cerundolo. This is the second quarterfinal. Third quarterfinal is Berrettini Pusa. And fourth is Augusta Tarante versus. Oh, it slipped my mind. Who's he playing? Oh, who's he playing? It slipped my mind. He is playing Alejandro Tabilo. That is who he's playing, Tabilo. Rude has just took the first set 6-4 over Korda in his first match, his first tournament, back Al Saddad. Korda serving at 1-1. It's just saved a break point. Faria talking to the umpire about something. Can Faria find a way back into this match? It almost looks like it's in slow. Oh, it was a replay of something. It looked like it was in slow-mo. Producer is Zach en route. Do we know? Okay, so Etcheverry serving at 2-3 in set 2. Starts with an ace out wide. Definitely been serving better this second set than the first. Found it easier to get a few more cheap points. Maybe that's because Faria is a little less intense after losing that long first set. Faria tries to go really big on forehand return, but goes just long. 30 love. Maybe Faria just trying to shorten the points as much as possible now, in terms of trying to find a way of keeping this match as short as possible. Doesn't look like he's struggling physically as of yet, but can change very quickly. Conditions in Rio very, very humid, very muggy. Means that the courts are slow with the clay. Oh, nearly. Faria did. There was a very famous clip of Monfils looking like he's giving up on a point and then turning around and chasing it down. Faria almost did that, looking like he gave up on the point. Guessed the right way again, but couldn't quite push it over the net. And for a not quite little smile towards the camera, 40 love. Oh, and good serve out wide again from Etcheverry. So 3-all in double quick time. It's Etcheverry's 7th ace. 8th ace, sorry. So 3-all in set 2. And I just have a feeling that this second set is going to go to a tiebreak. Just have a feeling. But who knows? Big down the line forehand from Etcheverry. gets the first point on return. It's big. Haven't had this sort of situation in this set yet, actually, where the returner has won the first point. It's been very simple going for the servers so far, but Etcheverry having it his way that time. Big serve out wide from Faria, though, and Etcheverry can only throw a defensive racket towards it, and it floats long, 50-0. Oh. Sorry about that. Good serve up the tee from Faria, 30-15. Another ace, his 7th. Faria, just keep plodding along. Keep finding the holds. See, get it to 5-4. See if Etcheverry cracks. See what happens. Misses that first serve, though. Etcheverry finds the backhand return, and then the sliding forehand. Oh, and then I don't know whether that was a big forehand from Faria, or I think actually Etcheverry's backhand just missed. Yes, it did. Etcheverry's forehand, pardon me, just missed. Yeah, he is. That's relatively, yeah. I'd say he served better in the first set. Etcheverry has upped his serving game in this set, though. But Faria with two game points for 3-4, and that's an 8th ace. Well, it's been solid work from Faria in set 2. Hasn't let him get to him too much. Here we go. This is the trainer. Oh, he's been given some tablets, I think. I think he's not happy about it. It's a very unofficial trainer visit. The trainer's not actually on court, or the doctor, sorry. Doctor's not actually on court. He's just behind some bollards that, well, Faria gets some tablets and will go to sit down. No need for a medical timeout. Who knows what they're for? No official appearance from the doctor, but Faria definitely given something. Oh, is that pickle juice? Maybe it's pickle juice. Yeah, I think it is pickle juice. He doesn't like it. He's holding his nose, and he looks like he absolutely hates it. He spat some of it out. Oh yeah, grimacing at his team about the pickle juice. But might be cramping a little bit. She wants to get some of the lactic acid out of his muscles. But was clearly not a fan of the pickle juice. But Etcheverry will serve at 3-4 in this second set. Looked as though it's Faria who's drinking pickle juice, Mamadou. But at least I think it was pickle juice, or it's something that he didn't really like the taste of. He was grimacing at it. Again, another good start for Etcheverry on serve. Finds that serve up the tee. So 15 left. Missed the first serve. Yeah, it looked like Faria was drinking something like pickle juice, which is just helpful for those that are cramping, but not 100% sure. Good backhand return from Faria. And it's a great pass from Etcheverry. A slapped forehand. Didn't have to put too much on it. Actually, the less he put on it, probably the better. Just making it drop just over the net, making it very awkward for Faria to find the pickup volley right on the stretch from Etcheverry. And Faria, not the most delicate of hands at the net. 30 love. Ace number 9 for Etcheverry. And he looks to hold to love for a third time in this set. He's been serving very well. Missed first serve. Oh, it's a rogue second, so he won't hold to love. Faria in this service game, but Etcheverry still firmly in control. Again, if you're just joining us, feel free to say hi in chat. It's great to have you with us. Drop a like, follow, or subscribe, sorry. It's great for you to join the community. We've just hit 25,000 subscribers, so very good day for us talking tennis. And that catches Faria out, so Etcheverry holds to 15, 4-all. Etcheverry definitely looking the fresher of the two currently. It's a very pushy return and a very pushy second shot from Faria that lands in the net. But what can Etcheverry do on return now? Hasn't returned particularly well in this match so far, just created the one break point. With Faria creating 5, all of those in the first set, yet to have a break point in this second set. Maybe that will change. Well, apparently not. Ace number 9 for Faria. Another one out wide. Serving like it's a hard court. My word. Good catch from the ball kid as well. It's another good serve. Etcheverry's return position, very strange. Very deep. It's not exactly firing it down, and Faria can take a lot off it and find his spots. Misses that serve though. Looks as though Faria is going to force Etcheverry as far back as possible before then hitting the drop shot or into the net from Faria. So Etcheverry in this return game now. 30-15. That first serve. Serving stats relatively similar. 9 aces each, 2 double faults for Faria, 1 for Etcheverry. First serve percentage, it's both 65 for Faria and 68 for Etcheverry. Etcheverry winning more behind it though, with 80%. Faria winning 75. So still pretty similar. Faria misses that first serve though, so Etcheverry will look to climb all over this one. Still standing very deep. Good second from Faria though, and he flies that backhand long. So okay, real chance now for Etcheverry to stamp his authority, create the first break point of the second set, but still, Faria at 30-all. Good return though from Etcheverry off the first serve. Faria finds a good angle. Oh, on the stretch. It's excellent from Faria. Cross court angle was ridiculous. So good from the Portuguese. Looked as though Etcheverry was in control of that point, but Faria slides and takes it out of the Argentine's hands. So 40-30. Looked as though we might find the first break point of the second set, but Faria instead turns it into a point where he's just a game away from forcing this into a third. Slice from Etcheverry. Faria chooses to go cross court again. Runs around to hit the forehand. Oh, just misses. Just hits the inside in forehand down the line, but just misses. And Etcheverry still in this game. Still no break points in the second set. So, Juice, what's Faria got? What's Etcheverry got? Slower first from Faria. Oh, and he drags it. Okay, so we have our first break point of set 2, and it goes to Tomas Martín Etcheverry. Takes his time, tells himself down. Faria effectively at this point to stay in the match. Misses the first serve. Etcheverry stays deep. What does he do with the second serve? Goes big, lands it. Backhand to forehand exchange. Now it's a Faria went big and he misses. Etcheverry breaks and will serve for the match at 5-4. Faria went big, didn't land it. So it is the Argentine that will serve for a place in the semi-finals after this sit down. Well, Faria, paying the price for going big, decided instead of grinding out that rally, would try to end it as short as possible and wasn't too far away. Jaime's ceiling, probably, I was going to say top 80. Yeah, top 80, maybe 75 to 80, probably where we're looking. So, he hasn't played badly today. That was just had that game point after a really good forehand. Just here or there. Probably should have won the first set quite comfortably in the end. I think it was 2-3 in the first set. He had 2 break points at 40-15 and bailed out really on a drop shot on the first break point. If he played that point out very easily, could have broken and then was serving well in the first set, so serves that out nicely. 6-4, 6-3 or whatever, and we're looking at a very different match. But instead, he's going to have to come out and break to stay in the match. And even if he does break, he then has to win another 2 games and then another set to progress. But yeah, lucky loser. It's been another good week for Faria. We'll see if we can conjure up another bit of escape magic. But Etcheverry will serve for the match. 5-4 in set 2. Etcheverry been serving excellently in set 2. Oh, good return to start from Faria. Oh, tries to go absolutely massive down the line, but plants it into the net. Etcheverry 4 points away, 3 points away. You can understand Faria trying to go big on this return game, trying to throw Etcheverry off, but not landing that. It's another good return though. It's good depth, but Etcheverry neutralizes it. Oh, that is big though. Big cross-court forehand. Cross-court backhand, sorry. That was big. 15-all. Etcheverry not going to get to that one. Fist bump from the Portuguese. So 15-all. Etcheverry taking a bit longer. That first serve. $15-all. Etcheverry misses the first serve. Very slow. Oh, blimey. That was a very slow second. Probably the slowest second of the day. And it almost caught Faria out. He was so early on it and he drags it wide. 30-15. Etcheverry 2 points away. It's a good serve. Out wide from Etcheverry. Faria looks a little bit toasted now. But it is too much points for the Argentine. Great kicker out wide. A lot higher than Faria expected. Okay, so 2 match points for Etcheverry. Goes up, lands up the tee. Faria finds the return. Oh, good depth off the backhand. Great defense from Etcheverry. Trying to turn it into attack. And Faria nets off the forehand, and Etcheverry beats his chest, pumps his fist, and Etcheverry advances to the semi-finals in Rio. Will play Vit Kopriva in the semi-finals. Beats Faria 7-6, 6-4. Taps his racket to the crowd, waves. Good performance from Etcheverry today. Wasn't at his best in set one, but fought through. Wasn't returning as well as he could have done, but found the key 2 points when he had to at 4-all and then 5-4 in the breaker. And then from there, it was tough for Faria. It was brutal conditions. It's absolutely roasting hot and very humid in Rio. Yes, I can. Producer. So great win for Etcheverry. For Faria, it's been another great week. Obviously, came in as was a lucky loser to the draw. Lost in the second round of qualifying after beating Jarry in round one. But 2 wins in the books for a second year running. Just looking at some of the stats here, that serve quality overall from Etcheverry at a 9.1, which is very, very, very good. Second serve from Faria doing some damage, but it was all in that critical break point. Just the one break in this match, which is strange for a clay court encounter, but there you go. Yeah, Etcheverry 1 and 2 on break points. Faria 0 and 5, which is not what you want to see, but for Faria's sake. But As I say, Etcheverry advances to the semi-finals where we play Vit Kopriva tomorrow. The two semi-finals left tonight are Berrettini versus Busset and Augustus Tarante versus Tabilo. We won't be covering those, but I will be discussing them soon. Thank you very much for joining. It's been a pleasure to have you all with us, and I will see you very soon. You know the drill.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.